Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes time, baby. Let's do this. Let's go, Hulk. Let's go, Hulk. Let's go, Hulk.
We entered this program for a special announcement. Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes will be replaced with a new show called Avengers Assemble.
Wait, what? It's still the same show, though, right?
Nope, it's an entirely different show with a new voice cast, new character designs to match up with their extremely successful Avengers movie that recently made all the money at the box office.
Why would you even do that? I like the old show.
Well, they don't care.
No, wait, are you talking to me right now? Can you hear my voice?
Yes, I can. I'm an artificial intelligence television show announcer. My name's Dave.
Well, nice to meet you, Dave. How are you?
Not great, actually. I have a baby on the way, and things are getting sort of tense around the house between me and my wife.
Well, sounds like your wife is just under a lot of pressure. I think you need to maybe just be there for her as best you can right now.
You know what? You're right. Thanks. It's just, it gets tough sometimes, you know?
Well, can't be easy being stuck in the TV all day.
It really isn't. Sometimes kids wipe their snot on the TV screen, and I just have to sit there and look at it. It is disgusting. Very disgusting.
Sounds rough.
It is, but thanks for asking. No one ever asks. Thanks.
No problem. And hey, look, I'm sorry for taking all my frustration out on you. I know you can't control that.
It's no problem. But if this helps, you might consider writing a passionate letter to Marvel, or starting a petition, something that would help to keep your original show on the air.
You know what? Just might do that. Thanks for that.
Glad to help. You have a good day. I have to go announce Clone Wars in 5 minutes.
Alright. Well, hey, keep your head up, alright, buddy?
You too. Thanks, buddy.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, man.
Ooh, yeah. All right, what's up, guys? Face Rockin with Jay Lenzel. Okay, what we're talking about today is, well, as you saw in the little skit, that we're talking about Avengers Assemble and Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes. So let me try to explain this as concisely as possible. There's a show on the air now called Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes. It came out, I guess, a couple years ago, because now we're on season 2 of it, before the Avengers movie came out. But now what they're doing is, after the season is over, they're canceling it and starting up a show called Avengers Assemble. In this show, the purpose of doing this is to make a show that's more in line with the movie universe, based off of the Avengers movie. So that was so successful, now they're going to make a cartoon for the kids, or for anybody who wants to watch it, that is more matched up with the movie universe, and the character designs and everything like that, blah, blah. Okay, there's no problem with doing that, in my opinion, but when you have to cancel something else that's already on the air, something that's kind of actually good, don't do that. I mean, you know, just don't do that. Yeah. Don't cancel something that's already there, that's already going on, just to try to make something that's going to match up better with something else that you want to do, you know. And that's not the first time a company has done that. So what we're kind of talking about today is that cross-contamination between media forms when you release something that's successful and you already have something else ongoing that's the same character, same franchise. You decide to change it to try to match it up with this new successful thing. So why do people do that, and does it ever work, and when should you do it and not do it? Mm-hmm. So
in this case, I don't really have a problem with it, but probably most would be kind of blocking, putting the shadow on me. Could you back up, please?
Yeah.
You're not.
It's like a half artistic.
I bring the comedy to this group.
It's like
artistic.
It's like artistic. It's like the shadow, the duplicity of
This is what happens. This is what happens when each of us get all goofy.
And like Two-Face.
It's not even funny. No one's laughing.
No, I
the joke failed. Anyways, like I was going to say, I completely brought my train of thought.
I'm glad I'm
going to tell Mama. Anyways,
what was I shook the screen now.
Darn you!
I was trying to correct it. You shook it.
What I was going to say was that in this case, I don't have a problem with it. Probably mostly because I really wasn't a huge fan of the show. Not that it was terrible. I know it was a good show. I really didn't watch it that much as he did. You know, being okay. The movie was commercial in the sense of they picked a certain characters who they, I guess, felt would be more attractive to the general public. The Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes animated series was more in line with the comic book Avengers, and they had some of those characters that appeared in there and how it was started, their origins and all that. There's certain things that if you watch that series and you watch the movie that you will see are different, like the relationship between the Avengers and Shield, how Avengers got started. You know, in the animated series, it's like Tony Stark completely started and funded the Avengers, but we know in the movie it wasn't like that. It was a government organization. But anyways, those are some of those examples of things that are different. Another thing would be how the characters, not their appearances for one, and also how they act in general. and also some of the characters that that do appear in it. But as far as that, I really don't have a problem with it, only because if how big Avengers is and how successful that it was. You know, this what they decided to do to be more commercial, and I don't think being commercial is always a bad thing. Of course, the comic fans would probably say, "Okay, it really wasn't. That's not exactly how it went down." But if you are a comic fan, I say read comics. Read the comics. They are trying to make a move to be more, I say, commercial in line with the movie. In this case, I don't have a problem with it because, hey, I mean, the movie was good. Now we kind of have I guess, kind of supposed to be like a loose continuation of the movie. Probably not exactly like a loose continuation is what I would call it, you know.
So yeah, I mean,
cool.
normally when I have a problem with that, it's just that you're canceling something else that was already there that people liked and had its own fan base and was good. Don't cancel something else to try to kind of, I guess in a sense, make money off the fact that this other thing was successful. And other than that, just this isn't the first time it's happened. Let's give an example. When the Green Lantern movie came out, they changed the design of the costumes in the comic book series of Green Lantern so that it matched up more so with the movies. And a lot of times when you see these companies do that, they're trying to draw people to reading the comics. And so if they come and they see something in the comics that confuses them because it doesn't match up the same with what they saw in the movie, then they'll get turned off and leave. Personally, I think if you really want to read a comic, you're going to read a comic anyway. And you're going to want to find out more about these characters, even if it is a little bit different. That's another reason why. I mean, there was a time when now Dark Knight Rises is coming out, and when they were doing the reboot for the DC universe, they put Batman back, Bruce Wayne back as Batman, as a one-soul Batman. Because for a while there, and you might not know this, but the first Robin, Dick Grayson, became Batman for a while. So they took that away when they rebooted DC to make it simplistic for newcomers and stuff like that. And that's fine when you want to make things great for newcomers. When you're changing something, it just kind of, I think there's a fine line there.
For that case, I don't like that because it's within the same genre of what you're doing. And it's okay, we were flowing here and you just stopped it. But I mean, sometimes hitting the reboot button, I say it does work. Sometimes, like if I played a video game and I wanted to just, nothing was going wrong, I just wanted to start over because you like the feeling that you got from that thing when it was new. In this instance, I like to call it franchise continuity. I probably made that word up. If it's not a word, it should be because it's totally dope sauce. But anyways, to keep franchise continuity, I would say to bridge the gap between different mediums of entertainment and different genres. To bridge the gap between the movie and the animated series. So in this case, you cashed in here to make all this money off of the movie. I don't know how money and stuff works for cartoons. You don't really pay to watch a cartoon, so I don't really
advertising.
It's advertising. But anyways, you might get more viewers. You might get more people to bigger advertisers in there. Who knows? Might get, I don't know what else is big for a cartoon to get. It might be better in the long run because you are more in line with what the movie was like, and they feel that that's going to make you have more viewership because you're going to get everyone who watched the movie to watch your animated series. From a business standpoint, I'm not mad at that. Like he was saying, your biggest argument is basically talking about the whole fact that it was good. Well, we can look at it a positive way. It was good. I know it's gonna be weird because just like kind of just dropping and taking it out like that. But they realized the fact that people want an Avengers show that was successful. They want an Avengers show. Let's just switch it up and give them this one because everyone else who wasn't watching would be confused. Because I'm not gonna lie, I consider myself to be somewhat comic book savvy. I'm not the best as far as comic book lore in general, but I was looking at like, hold on, why is he there? That's how they did that. You know, I could adjust to it, but I was like, okay, that was different from the movie. Okay, the movie changed that. You know, so it didn't seem like to me a lot of people were even mad about how the movie changed stuff. I mean, I don't know. I didn't really read every comment. I'm pretty sure someone was raging about the movie not being like the comic books. But hey,
and that's the thing. I don't mind everything being different. You don't got to make everything the same. So don't. All right, if there's something already going, and sometimes I think it can confuse the issue even more, because for example, there are like 5 different Avengers comic books out there right now. There are a bunch of them, and after the Avengers movie, they made a new comic book called Avengers Assemble. Just had to make a new TV show called Avengers Assemble, and that comic book was more in line with the Avengers movie. So instead of canceling the other ones, they just made a new comic book that was more in line with that.
Well, in that case, it kind of gave you what people want.
No, but
even,
I'm glad they didn't do that. But at the same time, even so, it can still confuse the issue even more personally because you still have to go there and find which one you're looking for. You know, if you really if you got so turned on to comics by Avengers movie, you say, I'm going to read Avengers comic book. You still got to find the right one. Okay, I see Avengers, I see New Avengers, I see Dark Avengers, I see this Avengers vs. X-Men event, and I see this thing over here called Avengers Assemble. Which one am I supposed to be looking at? I guess you could look at the characters and try to figure out which one matches up the movie more.
Yeah,
but to me, you have so much going
that's
on.
Just how comic books
yeah,
are anyway.
but you could tell it gets annoying because it's obvious they're doing it for the money. Once again, I'm not against people making money. I'm not. Just I think there's a better way to go about it, And it's just you gotta be careful, especially when you have something that has so much history. People got mad about the Green Lantern costume change up because like so much history we already have built up. We don't need to movie changing it.
One of those nitpick.
Yeah, like that one. That was not a huge deal for me.
Change is change. I don't mind change because my gosh, but you get change that happens. Progress. You move on.
Yeah. So that kind of thing happens. But I just don't like the fact that Earth's Mightiest Heroes had to get canceled because I like the show. And I don't think it would have been so confusing that people would have just been like, "Oh, I hate this cartoon," because it's not exactly like the movie. Let's give people some credit for being semi-intelligent. Hopefully, maybe.
No.
Yeah. All right, but that's all for today. Franchise cross contamination. So you just believe he's assaulting everyone's intelligence in the world.
I am.
All the viewership, everybody's assaulting your intelligence, saying they're not intelligent enough to tell the difference.
Anyway. I'm just saying. Is that the worst thing in the world if you get confused? I mean, it's like...
I just say it could be, but to the point where it's like you just get like...
all the things you see on the internet. When you're like, how do you not know that that's a hoax? And people get tricked about stuff. Like, how many people always get mad about stuff on YouTube? And it's like, that was a fake trailer? I thought that movie was real. We're like, how could you not tell? We're just so smart because we're just so savvy on how this stuff works. But
I feel a new face Rockin coming on. The snootiness of certain parties on the internet.
Snooty people.
Because that's a whole other discussion.
Okay.
All right, well, we got the next one then.
Go ahead and close it out, man.
Okay, yeah. So we're done here. Let us know what you think about franchise cross-contamination.
I call it franchise continuity.
Franchise shouldn't continuity. Even told you.
Because it's dope sauce.
Whatever. I like cross-contamination better because contaminating it, messing it up.
Also, choose which word you like better.
Which word you like better?
Which phrase?
No.
Franchise.
Don't even deem this worthy to...
Or
even vote on it. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. It's not even worth it. It's not even worth it.
Because you know why? Because mine is dope sauce.
No, it is not.
I'm just saying.
No.
I'm just saying.
Your face has just been rocked.
I'm just saying. Peace, guys.